as I was saying, it's important that you keep a record of your performance in these self-assessments because you're going to need this information at some point during the module. Um, how should you keep a record of your progress in these activities? In the first place, you can keep a record, like a written record of, for example, in the different self-assessments, how many mistakes you made, if one particular question gave you trouble. For example, here, if you have question number one and you had an issue with the first question, you should consider what the mistake was. So you want to keep a record of this information to use in the qualitative self-assessment that you have to submit in 3 moments in the semester. You have 3 qualitative self-assessments, the first in week 3, the second in week 6 of the course, and then the last one at the end of the module. So you can keep a record by making notes of the different exercises that you did, where you had trouble, or you can simply um, uh, capture the screen and just to remember where you had difficulties in particular. So this is what the kind of information that you register, that you record in the qualitative self-assessment. I'm going to come back here to the second week that I'm using as a model. If you check here in the in this section, you have all that you need to be able to complete the week uneventfully. And here I have the example of the first qualitative self-assessment. If you read the instructions, you realize that you're going to need the information from the self-assessments online. So this is pretty much what we have in our course. It's important that you save and open and save the planner of the week, and you keep a clear record of what you need to do in every week. There is not so much information you have to cover. It appears to be like in every week that you have to read a lot, but once you check the book by Andrea Lanford, you realize that the information is not so much information, but she usually provides lots of examples. So it appears to be like long sections that you have to read, but eventually it won't be this much reading. So we're going to, as I said before, we're going to have the first video conference tomorrow. I'm going to be sending you the link to the video conference in a few minutes. We are going to be using WebEx, which is the university platform for video conferences, and this is the same platform that we're going to be using in the 3 video conferences. The first video conference is not evaluated, is not mandatory, is mostly informative. It's important that you attend because we are going to be discussing the procedure of the course, and you have the chance to ask questions directly if you should have any. So one more time, I would like to welcome you to my class. You're going to have a great time here. I'm going to be releasing the theme for the writing assignments by the end of the week. The writing assignments appear over here in the Dropbox section. Here's where you have everything, the major writing assignment, where you have to load the qualitative self-assessment as well. So I'm going to recap quickly. Here you have in the navigation bars, over here, you have the syllabus and contents link, where you have all the content, including the planner, the learning object of the week, the language corner, which is the complementary language activities that you have to complete every week, and you have here how to write good sentences. Then you have the Dropbox. In the Dropbox you have all the assignments, and you have a clear instruction. For example, the first one, which is due next week, is a multimodal personal statement, Then you have the second writing assignment, the third and the fourth. We have 4 writing assignments. You have all the links where you have to load the material for the video conference if you don't attend the live session and you instead choose to submit answers. And you have the portfolio. The portfolio is where you have to keep collecting the samples that you're going to be working with during the course. But I'm going to record the video just to explain what the portfolio is. In the navigation bar, you will also find the discussions link, which is the place where you have the forum, the participation forum, and the group activity that is programmed for week 6. I will record the video to explain the group activity as well in due time. Also, you have over here the quizzes link, where you have all the exercises that you complete online every week. As I said, the name is quizzes, but they are regular exercises with multiple attempts. And then you have in recursos, you have the glossary, the course glossary, the frequently asked questions, and the communication. You have like the calendar and the class list that you can use to send an email to any of your partners or to myself. And here in the evaluation, you have the grade book, you have the rubrics of the course, and then in the Otros link, as I said before, you have the self-assessment, the online activities that you have to complete every week on your own. So basically, this is all that we have in our class. It's important that it's important that you keep in mind that you shouldn't leave until the last minute to complete the exercises. So if you put off to complete the exercises until the last day of the module of the week, chances are that if something happens, you won't be able to complete them. So please don't procrastinate. Don't put off doing the exercises until the last minute. If you feel that you need to get in touch with me, please send me an email or a voice note or a video or any other form of communication you may want to use. Usually, as I said, in the syllabus, I get back to you no later than 24 hours after I receive an email. So one more time, I'm happy to have you here, and so let's get to work.